Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play GTA 4 Lost and Damned. I'm the mysterious JG. Am I mysterious because I have been lost and or damned? Who's to say? Possibly I could. Yeah, so I'm kind of wondering, you think that like skull face whatever tattoo thing in the middle of Billy Gray's forehead is like supposed to be reminiscent of the Charles Manson like swastika thing? I don't know. Anyway, we are hanging around in the clubhouse. We have kind of started a war with the we are the Lost MCs, the Lost Motorcycle Club. We started a war with the Angels of Death Motorcycle Club, and we've also sworn to go get revenge on the Polish, Russian, Serbian, whatever he is guy who killed one of our brothers, although I feel like in the last video, Billy Gray kind of really shifted the focus back towards the Angels of Death. Like, we're not actually going to do anything about that Nico Bellic guy, who we don't really know for sure who he is anyway. But there wasn't an action, it was a reaction.
So where did you get him from?
Oh, you know, from a little contact I have, I really want you to cut me out of the
Hey, it's Ray.
the hell I get it. What is wrong with you? All kind of shit is out there, Billy. All you gotta do is grab it.
And that makes you what? A shit grabber?
Shit grabber. Wow. Now see, I like how you did that. It was very good, very clever. Almost like a joke, you know, only it wasn't funny.
Ooh.
Johnny, you met Ray?
Hey.
He's going to get killed later.
Hey,
My brother Johnny. Johnny the Jew.
Johnny the Jew, how the hell are you? Do me a favor, help keep this degenerate out of jail, all right?
Well, I'll try.
Paid me.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, later.
What's he selling you?
Toys, my boy, toys.
Adult toys. We're going to get
Come on,
some
let's
butt...
Man, where we going, Bill?
sorry.
Pay somebody a visit.
Billy, man, please don't be a dick.
Johnny, you seem a little tense lately. Have
Hey, you just
considered some
started in on
classes,
Billy
maybe
before you
a
could
day
do
spa,
anything this time.
High colonic?
Colonic, it's where you, it's where you like put a hose up your butt. You spray water up your butt. Johnny the Jew.
Oh, the Follow the leader, assholes! Just like you'll never get in Italy. That's because it's an American themed restaurant. So the portion...
All right, I don't know what we're doing, but it involves following Billy, so let's do that to start.
Still lifting weights, Billy? I don't need to now that I'm carrying your heavy ass around with me, Johnny.
It's like weight training on the way to Planet Namek.
Brian, he's the one who's permanently suckered onto your ass.
Suckered onto his ass. That's good. Oh wait, no, you didn't make. You made the joke, not Billy. It wasn't funny.
Here at Outlet, everyone's like family. A hyper-macho, food-obsessed, alcoholic family just like mine.
Don't you ever get tired of following Billy without knowing what's going on? That's what you do with a leader, dumbass. Are you sad no one's following you, Johnny?
Kind
I'd
of.
be nothing but embarrassed to have you kissing my ass all day, Brian.
All right, little subtle character points here. Brian is sucking up to Billy. We, on the other hand, are Johnny.
How about we drop the hammer on this run, Billy? Make shit interesting.
All right, now it's a race. I believe off screen I won the race, but I also believe it doesn't matter at all. Like it changes the dialogue. I guess you get bragging rights. That being said, we should try to win, but that's where it becomes useful to know your final destination. And I do remember in my off-screen, this was the part where I almost lost it, is figuring out this hard left, and then you have to get down to the bottom of this thing and turn around. Unless you know where you're trying to get to, it's easy to get confused. But we'll see if we can overtake and defeat our brothers. For my brothers! It's probably not a good idea to shoot our brothers. Yes, lovable rogues, like Luther. A war on low price, or high prices, excuse me. You don't want to have a war on low prices. What kind of un-American activity would that be? Alright, so I got a sizable lead. It seems like you should be able to win this easily, but Again, it's quite easy to screw up at the end.
Spiking her drink as the favorite way for Liberty City's men to meet loose women. Sites such as LoveMe.net and Crapless.net have helped Liberty City's many lonely hearts.
I'm almost like wanting to slow down to make sure I
I
don't lose them somehow. Here we go. This is first place you can easily lose it right here. Okay.
He announced that the station will be called Integrity and will be all about integrity. Laszlo lost his radio job after the Halo scandal.
Alright, so that was a fairly easy win. Oh, back on my bike.
No disrespect to beating you, Bill. I'm still your humble servant.
I think I lost the first time I did this in that case. I don't remember that line.
Have I got a toy for you?
It's a butt plug. Oh,
Yeah, whatever, Bill. What do you want?
What is this?
What?
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
What are you talking about?
These deadbeats are the ones who killed Jason in Broker.
I thought he
it
was
was
a...
a Pole or a Serb or something.
Yeah.
We got some bad information, brother. These are the guys. They killed that kid, and look at you. You're acting like you don't even give a shit. You sick or something, man?
These deadbeats killed Jason?
Yes, they did. Now, take one of these grenades and put it through their window. The Almighty forgives, Johnny. The lost don't.
Well, maybe we should be more like Jesus. Well, I mean, I'm Jewish, so perhaps Jesus. Maybe I shouldn't say Jesus per se, but the Almighty, I guess. So, interesting little plot point. You know, we, the player, know that Billy is lying. I mean, do we know that he's lying? It seems pretty obvious he is lying. Could it be that he got mistaken info and he thinks it's the Angels of Death who killed Johnny? That's possible. But no, pretty much it's like, not Johnny, whatever the name, Brian, no, Brian's the kid. Whoever the kid was who got killed, you know, he was dating Nikolai Faustin's daughter. Nico kills him as part of the mission chain of the main game. Yeah, that guy was a member of the Lost. He's dead. And Johnny doesn't know for a fact. Matter of fact, because he meets Nico later in the story and doesn't go after him. You know, this might be the game's fun way of explaining that. Because I guess it's possible. The way they integrated these characters, it's possible they had an idea that they would do these DLCs as they were writing the original game. I don't know how much detail the DLC stories would have been gone into. Maybe they had the whole thing mapped out well in advance. But at any rate, no, this is a good explanation for why Johnny doesn't have a problem with Nico later. The same way Packy doesn't have a problem with Nico for killing one of his brothers he doesn't know. But no, like it's interesting to watch because Billy Gray is pretty obviously the bad guy, right? Like he is. We could see the story could take an unexpected turn, but he has been confrontational with Johnny from the beginning. But to me, it was like there was a bunch of moments where Johnny, like Billy Gray, has even pointed it out. He's like, "What's with you, man?" Like in the mission intro movie for this, like we go in and are like, we're kind of like arguing with Billy before Billy's even said anything. So for sure, these guys are at each other's throats early. But this is the mission that makes it clear. Yeah, like Johnny, you know, we've just met him. He's our player character. Sometimes you just default to agreeing with the player character's viewpoint because that's the character you're following. Other times you question the player character. This is the game like, no, like if you were confused, yeah, Billy Gray's an asshole. Like Johnny is right to have a problem with Billy Gray because at this point, whatever his reasons for going after the Angels of Death, he is lying to his own gang about the death of one of their own brothers to motivate us. So Billy Gray, pretty clearly a bad guy. At any rate, using the grenade launcher, aim slightly above. Okay.
Get a fucking move on, genius. That's gonna blow up real good.
That'll rattle their cage.
Mm-hmm.
Dig some graves, boys. We're about to have some bodies on our hands.
Here comes Crush and Chains and 8-Ball. I don't think that one made it as far as I would have liked.
We ain't deadbeats, but you're all fucking dead.
Wakey, wakey! That man dead! Crack that can open, boys. The deadbeat man has arrived. Watch him see our fucking liberal pussies. Here!
Liberal pussies. Sentence fragments. Just phrases. Blow up already, grenade. You're like right on top of a bunch of them there. I believe we get to keep any grenades that are left over. I don't know that we're able to get new ammo for it immediately. But these DLCs, from what little experience I have with them, they kind of assume you've played the main game, so they're not going to do a whole lot of, like, you can't get access to the good Woppets until later. They kind of know, yeah, at this point, you've played through the game. You're not like, I wish I could play through the early part of the game where I didn't have good gear yet. They're trying to give you missions where you can take advantage of having cool shit.
Come on, assholes! Jason was my fucking brother! Eat me!
Yeah, problem is that we've got a guy on the other side of that frickin' van. So I probably could have used a grenade to blow up the van when I first came in and been super efficient, but as is. Okay, let me search all these O'Driscolls. See if I can get 2 or 3 cents each. But yeah, they've given us access to pretty cool Woppets and stuff, and the guys we're fighting have pretty much all had pistols. So at this point, limited challenge. But we're about to enter into a building where it'll be, I would say, a lot more dangerous in terms of running into guys and not having cover. Looks like it's me and Billy Gray, who I would think will be... They've been pretty good about not giving us escort quests with wimpy guys.
You were always a brother to me.
Like, I could see that being a problem in a lot of games, but so far, GTA4, and by so far, I mean, we've already won the main game. There wasn't a whole lot of missions where, like, Packy and Derek were, like, they had a lot of health and armor when we fought through that whole bank heist mission. We were getting killed. They were. It wasn't like a, I have all my health left and these guys keep dying. That wasn't the problem. Yeah, he's done. He's like delicious. Roasted.
You ever heard of Jason Michaels? He was a brother of mine!
Anyway, I need to use your can if that's alright. Okay, interesting. They gave us... Like, it wasn't just these 2 guys were here and there was nothing for them to be doing. It's that there's a big fire. It's up there, which is why a guy was running down and was on fire. Why was there fire? Presumably had to do with the grenades.
I ain't never been in an AOD clubhouse. Hello there, assholes!
Never mind, it's not gonna let me,
Enough of this shit!
You're fucking dead men! Ain't you gonna invite us in?
We're vampires. We're not allowed to come in until you invite us, you know?
There will be nothing left of the law.
Kill me already! What you lurking down here for?
Post on the message board. Don't just lurk.
Oh, the deadbeats have got themselves one shitload of heroin. Back it up, Johnny.
Wait, I don't understand.
What?
I thought this was payback for Jason. What the fuck is this?
$2 million in Narcan is as good a payback as I can think of. Come on, brother.
Hold your fucking horses, man. Now we're gonna steal their smack? Slow down.
Slow down, huh? Hold up, wait.
Ooh, what a jerk.
Physics lesson, fuckball. Do you know how motorcycles work, do you, Johnny?
You about to get schooled.
Centrifugal
I really don't like
inertia,
Brian.
Meaning, the quicker your wheels go, the more stable you are. The faster we go, the harder we hit it, the more us brothers pull together. That's why we do what we do. That's how we do what we do. Why? How? They're the same fucking thing.
We go faster, longer, and harder. That's how we stay together.
Brian, shut up.
I'm really glad Billy Gray said
Talking
that.
about? You gotta stop reading them shitty internet sites, man, and start thinking about what you're doing to us. We lift this shit right now, and every deadbeat on the East Coast is gonna come after our chapter.
Yep.
Well, that's something your leader will have to worry about, not you, soldier.
I should be war chief.
Grab the shit.
So Johnny may or may not, at this point, Johnny seems to believe that the Angels of Death did kill their brother, Jason, I guess. Yeah, it's Jason, because I was joking. It's Jason Sensation, who had the Owen Hart impression. No, he believes at the moment Billy Gray's claim these guys killed their brother. And he believes that the smack that we're stealing is just a happy coincidence. We found it. Let's take advantage of it. Really stick it to these assholes who killed our brother. But, I mean, again, we, the player, I think we need to be piecing this together. Oh, he may or may not know who killed their brother. He obviously doesn't care who killed Jason. He's just coming up with an excuse to attack these guys because he's stealing heroin. Where, like, Johnny's whole thing, it's hard to say, like, whose side should we be on? Johnny's like, hey, let's just, like, be like a cool laid-back biker gang that goes out and drives around and drinks beer and has fun and, like, runs stoplights and gives the finger to the cops. And let's not start a heroin war. But, yeah, Billy Gray's, who is on probation, but he got bigger plans. Anyway, we got to get out of the clubhouse. I'm assuming we're going to fight more guys on our way out. Meanwhile, yeah, we got titty posters up here. It is, after all, a biker bar. Is there Wappets back there? No. We should be friends with these guys. They got the exact same taste in music we do. I guess we're not fighting guys on the way out. Never mind.
I ate the fucking pig!
Oh, fuck. I should have gone the other way, but... So I got seen by the cops for sure, but... I figured I would go back this way because I kind of roughly know where I'm going this way. I think I would have had a wanted level no matter what route I used to leave. On the other hand, with the preternatural bike riding skills that you get, which is nice, you spend so much of this on a bike. Oh, I guess that completes the mission. Never mind, I thought I was going to have to lose the wanted level, but no. Billy is almost a supreme warrior at this point, as you may have seen up there. I don't know how much we want to level him up. I'm starting to think he's going to be a boss fight later. But I do not know any detail where this story goes. I accidentally had one major aspect of the sort of second half of the story spoiled. And I'll try not to reveal it as I go. But no, I don't know if what you do to level these dudes up throughout the game affects... anything where you might be... Because, like, I'm thinking, both Billy and Brian, who seems to be his, like, absolute lackey, and to Billy's credit, I think Billy's a fun villain so far, assuming he is the villain. And that it's not just kind of a fake out. But, he's a fun villain because Brian is, like, repeats what he just said in slightly different verbiage, and Brian's like... Or Billy's like, Brian? Shut the fuck up. Which I like. Anyway, yeah, he took the time to text us. Go see Liz Torres. She might be able to unload some of that shit we found. If it's cool, you can collect from Brian off Incheon Avenue. I wonder if we can hang out with Billy.
One eye open, Johnny. You heard the tales.
I heard him all right, but we're cool. Girl does bring heat to a deal, Billy. Every cop in this town wants that bitch's head on his wall.
There's cops on wiretaps waiting to bust us, and there's monsters in every closet, and every chick in this town. You got BD shit, Johnny. You spooked Weezy. Get it sold.
Billy's got a point there. At any rate, no, we're gonna go save. But yeah, in fact, our next move here should be to go do the Elizabeth Torres missions, because that's the path that unlocks gang stuff. Haha, Johnny. I sent you a link to the Deadbeats website. Check it out. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Let's get some weapons. No, let's not get weapons. Let's get I need to get armor, which would involve the gun truck. But if this guy can give me a sawed-off shotgun, that'll save me a few bucks.
Jim, I need a sawed-off shotgun.
I'll leave one locked and loaded at the clubhouse.
Okay. Because that has been our main Woppet, and I think it will kind of be our main Woppet for a while. Why did we take such a... Oh, okay, because we didn't illegally get off the road, so we're taking Jim's weapon. All right, that's fine. So we only got a few minutes left in the video. I think what we will do is grab the shotgun, maybe call the gun truck. We haven't seen that yet on air. Which is like, it works exactly like Little Jacob, except that you don't need to maintain friendship level. You can get friendship level with people in the DLC, but it doesn't do anything. And I think that somewhere between whatever they might have had programmed into the DLC, or planned in advance for the story of the DLC, between the release of 4 Vanilla and the release of the DLCs, I think they got the message that people found the friendship hangout mechanic incredibly annoying, with people constantly calling you and asking you to go bowling. It's like somebody in the comments of one of my RTK LPs recently was talking about how they really disliked... I liked RTK 13, which is... I don't know why I'm getting into this now. Like half of the Romance of Three Kingdom games, you're sort of controlling the entire force and managing all the officers, and then the other half of them are focused, you're on one officer who supports a force. And one of the ones where you play, you're just being a single officer. I tend to enjoy those, but they have a very different feel from the ones where you play as the whole force. And someone in the comments was saying that they couldn't stand it because you were constantly getting, like, having other officers send you on errands and shit. Like, you never got to just focus on what you thought you needed to do. And I understand. Like, that is the Romance of Three Kingdoms equivalent of, like, hey, you want to go bowling? There was a certain amount of that. So somewhere in the clubhouse is this shotgun, but heaven help us finding it. Could be up these stairs. The arm wrestling zone.
I love me some burger shot. Is that nail polish, bro?
Is that nail polish, bro? Yeah, now I'm like, okay, that's the card game icon that I was floating around probably rather than the gun. So I'm thinking he'd either leave the gun in the safe house or perhaps in an alley outside the safe house, but I don't think it would be on the roof, so what the hell. May spend the rest of the video looking for this damn sawed off. I definitely want to consider... Because as I've been open about the fact, one of the reasons I'm not off-screening anymore is because I made a New Year's resolution to cut back on alcohol consumption. But no, the reason I would be... oh, here we go. This is probably... Yep, there it is.
You won't finish me.
You won't stop me. But the main reason I was running around playing this game offline was to have something to do while having a few drinks. So I wasn't taking careful notes on where, you know, I finally found where the damn spawn point was for guns that were dropped off. I wasn't taking super close notes about where that was. I think it's Clay who has, no, he's bikes. Jim, swap, it's Terry was the gunman, that's right. So I'm going to use him to get armor.
Terry, your services are required, bro. Can we meet up?
I got you covered, Johnny. Hang tight. I'll be there soon.
That's right, tie those shoelaces. Safety first. Safety first. Safety first. Yeah, I can tell by the shitty parking job that it was me parking that bike and it wasn't an auto-spawned vehicle. Alright, so we'll get some armor from Terry. Terry, like, you can't kind of summon him after every freaking mission. Or at least, well, you probably can, actually, after every story mission. When I was doing gang wars, like, you had to win at least, like, 2 gang wars before you could call him again. Because he would be like, hey, I need to restock, brother. Yeah, that's right, it's Terry. It's Hulk Hogan. That's right, brother. I'm gonna sell you weapons out of my van, dude. Thanks for your purchase, big man.
There you are, Johnny.
Mm-hmm. Sure am.
I got enough shit here to give me some serious time.
I probably need to just showcase a friendship date just so you can see how it is different. But yeah,
Brothers for life, Terry.
you can see there's a gap or two there for stuff that I guess we haven't done enough missions to unlock. But basically, the vast, like, pretty much everything you could use in the vanilla game is already unlocked to start because it's a DLC. And, yeah, grenade for grenade launcher 700. So that's expensive. We got the shotgun. That must be a different, I think that is a different model of shotgun, though. It's gotta be. Because we can get the sawed-off for free, and this is, like, extra fancy shotgun, which I think would replace our weapon. Whereas shotgun rounds are $5 each. So I'd have to think about whether we want to replace our shotgun. Should probably be equipped with a knife. Just in case we have any side missions that involve serial killers. Assault rifle, carbine rifle. I guess, oh, the assault rifle is cheaper. Interesting. Well, we can't really afford either.
Okay, this'll do the trick.
Combat shotgun. All right. What we really need to do is actually save up some money and have the best of everything. Because the ammo is not that expensive once you actually own the good guns. Sniper rifle. These are all out of our price range. We just haven't done that much to make any money. Like, you can buy, I believe, it looks like you can buy missiles for a rocket launcher, but he's not selling a rocket launcher. Rocket launchers, I believe, use the same slot as the grenade launcher. SMG is always a good purchase. Oh, but what do we already have in the slot? We already have an Uzi. This is better. Well, I mean, we just don't have a ton of money to spend right now. The shotgun's been pretty good to us so far in this DLC. Well, we can easily grab, like, some Uzi rounds. And not, but we won't buy so many that, like, it's insane. We just spent $100 on Uzi ammo. Which means if I come back later with some money to spend, or just find on a dead enemy and, an SMG instead of the micro SMG, we'll upgrade from there. But yeah, I'm trying to spend money wisely because been playing GTA4 vanilla, and by, you know, since around the time we even unlocked the 3rd island, we'd done the bank heist. Like, money doesn't mean anything anymore in that game, but it means a lot very early, and we got to remember we are early in this game. So might be overthinking it, but yeah, I want to make sure we don't, like, run out of money. I'll probably load the game if we make a big mistake rather than trying to live with the consequences, but you can still easily buy a bunch of ammo that you don't necessarily need and leave yourself to where you can't easily replace armor and stuff. And that could be a bad situation if you're trying to start a difficult mission. We got sexy ladies. You wonder what the are these guys paying the dancers, or are they the girlfriends of gang members? Are they there for the drugs? I'm not sure what the implication there is. Now, I watched the first season of Mayor of Kingstown, and I kind of know what the skinhead bikers might be doing with some of these ladies, but I'm going to choose to think that this game is being nicer and just generally more pleasant than that show, which is just really, it's a good show, but it's dark as you know what. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. When we come back next time, we are going to meet with Elizabeth Torres and try to sell some smack. And it seems like this story is picking up. Certainly, like the story is picking up right before Nico kills a lost gang member for Faustin. Like, we barely meet this gang member. He appears very briefly. So we kind of know where we are in the GTA4 story, but this is a heist we're going to do with Elizabeta. So you might be curious to see if this is going to be a standalone mission, or if Elizabeta might have some other people that she wants to involve. We'll find out next time, folks. Bye for now.